G'day, it's Phil here, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be looking through $2 coins again, looking for commemorative coins, rare coins, and coins worth more than face value. Again, we've got my $2 collection book here, already partly filled with the commemorative coins that we've found so far. We're really only looking for two. The very first coloured $2 coin, the 2012 Remembrance Day Red Poppy, which is where we've got a placeholder for. And then at the back of the book, 2022's honeybee coin, which we don't have a placeholder for, but we do have a place for it. We've got everything else up until the 2022 end of year coloured coin, the 75th anniversary of peacekeeping. So that's the book, filled with coins except for a couple. Today I've got, I think it's $550 worth of $2 coins. And we're going to go through all of the reverses and obverses, looking for commemorative coins, coloured coins, and also for errors and years of low mintage, or where there was no $2 coin issued into circulation, which was 1991. So I hope everyone is well. As you can see from the rolls on the table, I've got a mix of Prosegur rolls, which are in the green paper, and Armour Guard rolls, which are in the beige paper. And the reason for that is when I went to the ATM to buy rolls from the ATM this week, I thought I would mix it up a bit and get rolls from both ATMs, or both companies, and I got couple of hundred out from Prosegur from an ATM at Westpac, and then I went over to the National Australia Bank to get the Armour Guard rolls out, and I pulled out $350 from the ATM at the National, and here we have our first colour, which is the second last coin of the roll. It is the Dorothy the Dinosaur from the 30th anniversary of the Wiggles, 2021. Not any bad nick. It's been around for a little while now. I'll put that down there. We go on to the next roll. And so yes, I pulled out $350 worth of rolls, Armour Guard rolls from the National Australia Bank. But unfortunately, when I had a look at them as I was putting them into the bag, I could see they were quite shiny. Not all of them, just $200 of them. So, well, here's another something. This has got $2 and it's 2021. Oh, it's an ambulance coin. I haven't seen one of those for a little bit. Ambulance services coin. Part of the, not the frontline workers, but the emergency services coins series, really. The police, the fire brigade, and the ambulance. So, very nice coin there. And so, yes, I noticed that all the coins in $200 were shiny on both ends. They looked particularly shiny. So I spent the time and I opened them there and then at the ATM into my bag and determined that they were all 2022 brand new coins for $200 worth of rolls. And I went back to Westpac and I deposited them in and got out another 200. And so I've got more Prosegur rolls than Armour Guard rolls. It's a bit of a shame. I thought that the Armour Guard 2022 full rolls had ended in November, December, mid-December. But it looks like there's still some around in Melbourne, which hit and miss. It can be a bit of a shame. I think some people in my comments have been hit pretty hard with 2022 $1 coins in massive amounts of rolls and not being able to do any decent hunts. So there are new coins around the place in full rolls. And as I've said in the past, usually that's a good sign that there is a demand for certain denominations of coins in particular parts of the country. It can be good for certain parts of the country at a time like April or November when the new coloured coins come out, because then if there's a significant demand in one part of the country, they'll all go there. And I'm pretty sure that was what happened with the honeybee coins, and they went to South Australia. But there are some honeybee coins around the traps in different places, and I'm hopeful that some lucky tourist has been able to come from Adelaide with his pocket full of change and deposited it in somewhere in Melbourne, and then it goes around the bulk cash handlers and I get it in a roll. That's obviously the way that things work with the economy and how money moves around, but I'm just hopeful I'll get one. Be lucky enough to get a roll that someone else has it noodled through or straight off the back of a deposit. But as we're going, we seem to be finding very little. We are getting new coins. We are seeing coins of the right age from 2012 onwards. We're certainly getting newer coins, 2021, 2022. But nothing yet of, other than those two, nothing yet of great note. Again, we might manifest it. We might say that we wouldn't mind a 2015 Anzac. Haven't seen one of those in a very long time. Very long time. There's a 13 coin, but not a coronation. So the other coin news, well, there's no coin news really. I know that the new sets, the new baby sets are out. The $1 mint mark sets are out. I talked about that a little bit on my other videos. One of the things that I haven't talked about, which is about money but not necessarily coins, is the proposed change now to the $5 note, the lowest denomination note that we have, $5. It currently has the Queen on it, and when we had a $1 note, it had the Queen on it as well, which was, I learned that it's not necessarily legislation, it's tradition, but it's always been in my mind that that was the legislation, but the RBA says it's not necessarily legislation, it's tradition. And the RBA, which is the Reserve Bank of Australia, which has the responsibility of issuing notes and producing the notes, even though the company gets the note Place Australia, I think we have our own company that produces the actual notes, the polymer notes. The RBA came out this week and said that they said that the next $5 coin design will not have the king on it. It will have some other design. There's a $2 and, Socceroos. That one's a little bit beat up, but definitely that is a very nice coin for me to find. I've got a few now, and the Socceroos, the paint on that is quite heavily damaged, although the paint still seems to be sticking in amongst the valleys of the design, which is good. That's usually what they're there for, to hold the paint inside the valleys. So there's a bit of debate around that, keeping the monarch on the note, and the RBA have made statements that that was the decision of the Minister for Finance, who handles both the notes and the coins. So it seems that the companies or the organisations or the departments that look after the notes or the coins, they have a significant say in the designs, but the Minister also has a say. So the Minister of the day, the Minister of Treasury. And currently the Treasury portfolio is held with a couple of other portfolios in Australia. So I don't really have any thoughts on that. $5 note with the monarch on it or not a monarch on it doesn't really bother me, as long as it can buy me $5 worth of goods. And it doesn't get jammed in the ATMs. I'm happy as long as I can use it as barter. And we've got another one there under that one. What was that one? 1990. So we have another $2 on the back. What can it be? It's the Resilience Blue Ring of Resilience from the 2020 Australian Olympic team coin with the surferoo in the centre. So that's fantastic. So the 4 coins now. It's not a bad hunt. It seems to be a little bit par for the course of late. Just a relatively small number of coins per sort of $500, which is sort of how it was back in 2020, 2019, when there wasn't that many around. I mean, since 2020, we've had we've had the Wiggles come out, we've had the Olympics come out, we've had the Commonwealth Games come out. There has been a significant number of individual sets of coloured coins. So at a period there was quite a significant amount of coloured coins just popping up. They were all corporate programs and relatively new, and there was a spattering of Aboriginal flags, and then the ambulance coins, and now the Socceroos, although the Socceroos is pretty hard to find. I'll just take a look at that one because it seems to, for whatever reason, be very, very shiny in amongst the lettering. And I think this is an X-proof coin. I'm going to zoom it in. You can see that it's among the curve of the 2 there, at the back of the Aboriginal elder's head. And then as you get into the letters and right next to the Queen, it's very shiny, and that is a sign that this was a highly polished coin at the time of release, and it was 1988, so it's quite an old coin. Not that that's going to add any value to that. I'm going to put that aside, and that's going to be a keeper for me. I think I do have another coin. Oh, there we go. Another coin that was a proof, and it's sort of proof-like. Here's the 2022 Commonwealth Games U coin from the 2022 Commonwealth Games set. Another very nice coin to find. And so we are finding bits and pieces here and there, which is very nice. And so we'll do the last armor guard roll, and then we'll get stuck into the Prossiger rolls. I've lost control of that there. Let's see how we go. Checking for errors on years that are not known to be colour producing. But a reasonable sort of hunt, not too bad for the kind of, I think it's pretty much the kind of hunts that we've been having lately. Last time it was 3 and 3, wasn't it? 2 kinds, 2 types. Not so much today. Only the ambulance service is being a straight Royal Australian Mint issue. But we'll see how we go. We're nearly there. And so yeah, as we come pretty much, not to the end, but to a close. Oh, here's another Commonwealth Game 2022, the A coin. The A coin, so we've got A and U. Only needing the S now to finish off that set. And honestly, if we got an S coin I'll put that up on the Red Poppy Fund as a set when we get in, if we get the S, because I can definitely sell those AU and S together as a set. That would be definitely something that I could do and have the money go towards the Red Poppy Fund. Red Poppy Fund's coming pretty close to fruition. It's not, it's not 2 or 3 weeks away, but I've been looking very much lately for Red Poppy coins on the internet, and which was now probably June, July average of sales of the Red Poppy has lifted, which is a bit of a shame, because I would have liked to obviously get, and I gave myself a very conservative figure for the Red Poppy Fund at $240. I was seeing sales at 180 back in June, July in 2022. Obviously, the uptick of interest throughout the year, and then the 2022 Red Poppy has really put the pressure on the price. So at 240, I'm struggling to actually find a particular poppy that I could buy at that price, but we will continue to look, and we will continue to try and get the money for the Red Poppy Fund. Here is what we've got for today: the U coin from the 2022 Commonwealth Games, the A coin from the 2022 Commonwealth Games, the Resilience Blue Ring from the 2020 Australian Olympic team. We have a Socceroos 100 years of the men's national soccer team, 1922 to 2022. We have an ambulance services coin there, it's in focus, from 2021, and we have a Dorothy the dinosaur from the Wiggle set in 2021. So not a bad hunt, really. Sort of same outcome as last week, 6, but this time there's more. This time there are more corporate program coins than Royal Australian Mint coins. So that's the way things are going these days. Thank you very much for watching. If you like what I do, please subscribe. I'd love you to subscribe. If you've got any comments, leave them down below. I'll happy to answer any of your questions or have discourse with you in relation to whatever I've said today. But thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you next time. I'll be back in a few days for more noodling. Bye.